All right, it's probably a good thing we have Martin Luther King on Monday, 48 hours this time before the swearing in of a whole new administration. Timing is everything, and given everything that's happened in Washington over the last week and a half or so, Alveda King says this is a good moment to remember the importance that, regardless of our political views, we are all bound by the same humanity, and we should remember that. The niece of Martin Luther King Jr. Joins us right now. Alveda, very good to see you. We forget that, don't we?
Happy New Year, Neil. Hi.
To you as well. What do you make of the mood in the nation right now? It's pretty polarizing. Obviously, 25,000 strong National Guard troops to protect the peace and make sure nothing happens, but they're obviously concerned something will or could. Strange times, huh?
Neil, it depends on where you are and what you're doing. And of course, this is the time to be concerned and very, very prayerful, because tempers can flare. People are fearful in many cases. So we're going to pray a lot and love people more. That's always my thing. Love will heal anything. It really will.
You know, people see things through the prism of their politics. I get that. There's been a great deal of criticism over Donald Trump and what he has said, but not as much criticism over some of the things that Joe Biden has said. I think it's incumbent on both sides to sort of bring it down a notch. And I understand the bitter rivalries and personal enmities and all the rest. But between your dad and your uncle, they had ways of dealing with that and not taking it to the degree that we see these guys are. What do you think?
My daddy taught me, Reverend A.D. King, to not hate, but to love and forgive. As a matter of fact, my famous uncle, who we are celebrating this weekend, said, I've decided to stick with love because hate is too difficult a burden to bear. My granddaddy was like that. That's our legacy. And so rather than being angry and fighting and challenging each other, we need to actually listen to each other as one race and one blood. You've heard me say that. We're not separate races. We are human. And to treat each other as human beings. Value the human personality. And that way we won't hurt each other. My uncle said when you value the human personality, you won't kill anybody. So we have to value each other, hear each other, and care about each other. I'm listening to you today. And I see you and I know you and I appreciate you. Now, if I don't always agree with you, that's okay. But that doesn't mean that we have to become enemies.
That's very well said. I wonder if you could talk to the thousands who email me who feel slightly differently than what you just said, Alveda. But having said that, I'm just curious.
Let me come back.
No, I don't take things personally. Alveda, I tell you, some people think I'm overweight. Can you believe that? I just say the camera adds 50 pounds. They don't believe me. But anyway, Alveda, let me get your...
You
look great. No, I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but keep it coming. Alveda, let me ask you a little bit about what you're hearing about this reaction to, the uprising in Washington about a week and a half ago, and now social media combining to sort of shut down any of that talk. And we've heard from some on the left as well, and foreign leaders, from Angela Merkel to the leader of Mexico, saying that's going too far. We're very concerned about that. Are you?
Neil, like with anything, it's like a tale of two cities. It depends on who's telling the story. I had some very good friends who were bus captains who took buses to Washington, D.C. I didn't go. I stayed at home and prayed. However, I kept getting these calls from them, and they said, these people are rioting. They have on Trump paraphernalia, but they're not. They're doing mean stuff. And so we have to really, there again, it's just pray. And it depends on your perspective. And so I just tell people to pray, try not to fight each other, and learn how to love each other.
All right, there's a concept. Alveda, I know, now on Fox Nation, Alveda King's house, it's something that you try to get across to people. And you walk the talk. I mean, you really try to step back, and whatever differences, even within your own, storied family, you overcome all of that, and you all get along and love each other, so it is possible, right?
We don't get indigestion. I have friends and family at the table. We talk, we have good food, and we pray.
What happens when someone starts arguing? How do you prevent it from getting nastier?
We just pray, and I'll just say, I'm not going to have it. I said, if you want to argue, I'll do what my mama did when I was a little girl. If we were fighting as brothers and sisters, she'd open the door, kick us out, and close the door. So if you want to argue, don't come in here.
I like that. Alveda, I'm a large Italian family. We're angry at each other, and we don't even remember why. Alveda, so good seeing you. Have a wonderful new year. Be safe. You're a gem. We need to hear more of the kind words you have for everybody, wherever you are in the political spectrum. And I tried to leave it with just, the nasty comments online. Getting a few today as we speak. I've got to tell my wife to quit emailing. All right, that'll do it. We will see you Monday. Here comes Fox. A lot more.